All right.
Judge, we can't hear you.
Thank you. In the interest of the Franklin and Williams children, I call cause number 11656. All right. For the record, today's date is December 1st, 2021. All right. Present in person is Michelle Catano, and she's represented by her attorney, Lena Trevino. Are you ready, Ms. Trevino?
Yes, you are, with an agreement.
Also present in person is Whitney Kuntz, representing the Attorney General's office. Are you ready, Ms. Kuntz?
Ready, Your Honor.
The court's file reflects that Heaven Williams was served with notice of these proceedings back on August 23rd of 2021, and that Avalon Williams was served with notice of these proceedings back on July 6th of 2021. The court's file does not reflect any answers or appearances made by either Mr. or Ms. Williams. The court's file also reflects that Keon Franklin is alleged to be the father of two of the children that bear his last name. All right. And do we have any motions from you, Ms. Trevino, about those two children, the Franklin children?
Yes, Your Honor, on the Franklin children, it's my understanding that there's an Iowa order, so I'm going to go ahead and withdraw my pleadings here. And then we're going to try to get something through the Attorney General to get assistance on that.
All right. So I'll hold any testimony and relief on the Franklin children in reserve. So today we'll proceed only on the Williams children. You may call your first witness, Ms. Trevino.
I believe we have an agreement on this, and Ms. Coates, were you going to announce the agreement?
Sure, I will announce the terms that we had discussed on this. It's my understanding, Your Honor, that Ms. Catano is requesting a non-disclosure finding for her information, and a non-disclosure finding is also requested for Mr. Williams' information. Ms. Catano had these children placed with her by CPS, so it's my understanding that there are some concerns that relate to conservatorship and possession and access with both parents, and that she's wanting to be the sole managing conservator with the parents, each being possessory conservators. She's asking, it's my understanding, that the mother have visitation on the first Saturday of each month from 2 to 4 p.m. supervised at Dairy Queen and Seymour, and that the father have visitation on the first Sunday of each month from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. also at the Dairy Queen and Seymour. It's my understanding from her that neither parent has any physical or mental disabilities that she's aware of that would prevent them from being able to work a minimum wage full-time job. We don't have income information, so we have looked at things based on a minimum wage presumption. It's my understanding there's not private health insurance available for the children at a reasonable cost at this time. So we are asking that each parent be ordered to pay monthly medical support of $56 per month beginning January 1st, 2021. And we've calculated guideline child support on a minimum wage presumption, no other children taken into account, at $271 per month each, with a step down to $217 per month after the first child on the case ages out. Ms. Williams, Heaven Williams, does have two other minor children. It's my understanding that they both also live with Ms. Catano, and Heaven Williams is not currently ordered to support them. So those two were not taken into account in our calculations, and we're not aware of any other minor children for Mr. Williams to take into account. We did also do a calculation on retroactive support, and I apologize, I did not put down the date, but I think Ms. Catano can share that with us as far as when that period starts. But we calculated based on a minimum wage presumption that a retroactive child support judgment should be ordered against each parent. Oh, actually, I do have it here. For the period from March 2018 to present, in the amount of $13,110, and that each parent would be ordered to pay their, or we're requesting that each parent be ordered to pay their respective judgments at $100 per month. Also beginning January 1st, 2021.
2022.
I'm sorry, yes, 2022. And the other January dates that I indicated earlier, also 2022, I believe I misstated that.
All of the start dates are 20.
Yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I would ask to call Michelle Catano.
All right. Ms. Trevino, is that a clear statement of your understanding of what Ms. Catano's testimony will be, and also your agreement with the AG's office?
Yes, it is.
All right. Ms. Catano, we're going to have you give a little testimony. Would you raise your right hand, please? You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead, Ms. Kuntz.
Ms. Catano, what are the full names of the two Williams children on this case who are residing in your home?
I have Dolores and Renee Benice Williams, and I have Darnell Wayne Williams.
Okay. And what are the dates of birth for Dolores and Darnell?
Dolores' birthday is June 10th of 2018, and Darnell's birthday is September 5th of 2019.
Okay. And who is the father of Dolores?
Avalon Darnell Williams Jr.
And who is the father of Darnell, the child Darnell?
Avalon Darnell Williams Jr.
Okay. And did you hear and understand what I was letting the court know that's either been agreed or requested in this matter?
Yes, ma'am.
And does that in fact represent what you would like the court to order today?
Yes, ma'am. I'm satisfied.
And do you believe that if the court were to order that, that would be in Dolores and Darnell's best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I pass the witness.
Ms. Trevino, do you have questions for Ms. Catano?
Ms. Catano, just briefly, you understand with the other two children, we're going to do a different action, correct?
Yes, yes, ma'am, I do.
We're going to withdraw this part, go through the Attorney General. And
Yes,
then
ma'am.
withdraw the original pleadings, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And the supervised visits, this is something that you know that would be in the best interest of the children to be sure that they're safe.
Yes, ma'am.
I pass the witness.
Ms. Catano, is it true that CPS placed these children with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And when did that occur? When did the children come to live with you?
The two older ones came in February of 2018, and the two younger ones I got in March, the beginning, probably about the 3rd or 4th of 2018.
And the Williams children, are they older or younger?
They're the younger two.
They're the younger. All right. And Ms. Catano, tell me, so you've had possession of these children since 1918?
Yes, ma'am. 2018, yes, ma'am.
Yes, all right. Have the parents contributed anything to their support?
No, ma'am.
Is there a court order from the CPS case?
No.
Okay, is there any type of guidance that CPS gave you about visiting with the children?
They did at the time, and they ended up closing the case. They didn't give my daughter a court order to do anything, and she just proceeded to do what she was doing. And that's when I decided to get Miss Trevina as a lawyer to help me try to get custody of the children and try to help me work through this, because this is my first time and I didn't really understand how to do things, but to take care of them and do what I could the best way I could.
All
So,
right. All right. And what type of custodial arrangements are you looking at, Ms. Trevino?
The sole managing conservatorship and supervised visitation.
All right.
And in Your Honor, I just need to ask you a question. Did on the baby Dolores, did you have her since she was an infant?
I did. I had her when she was about almost a year old. And then I had Darnell when he was 6 months old.
Okay, but, and I guess I'm trying to figure out June 10th, 2018. If you said you had her in March, but you didn't have her in March. She was born in June. So I was just trying to figure.
I had her,
Do I have the wrong year?
is it 2019 I got him? Yes, I think I've had him since 2019.
Okay.
Let me think.
Because I
Yeah,
know
she was born June 2019. I got him the following year, so it'd have been the 19th. I'm so sorry. That 2019 I received them, and I've had them almost 2 years, because Darnell is now 2 years old.
Okay. And Your Honor, that would need the recalculation for that on the back child support, on the retroactive child support.
All right.
Because I know that, and Michelle, you've had there's 4 children, 2 you had at one time and then 2 the other.
Yes, they were a month apart.
Yeah. And
that
then
I got them.
Okay. And you got them through a safety plan through CPS, correct?
Yes, yes.
When was the last time the parents saw the kids?
The 2 smaller ones, the 2 older ones, the father hasn't seen them over 5 years. The 2 younger ones, I believe, was the last time Avalon seen them was when Darnell was born. I videotaped out when she was delivering him on September 5th. Now, thereafter, I don't know if he's seen him by the time I got him, but I don't think he did. And Heaven hasn't seen them over 6 months. I want to say 6 months, because I talked to her 3 months ago and she hasn't gave any kind of initiative to see them. So it's been over 6 months since she's seen them.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. That's
Yes, ma'am.
all the questions I have. Anything else you want me to know, Ms. Catano?
No, other than thank you all for your time and helping me try to figure out what I need to get done and have everything settled in a fastly manner.
All right. Well, based on the testimony and the evidence before me then, I'm granting an order as to the 2 Williams children. I appoint Ms. Catano as a sole managing conservator with the mother, Heaven Williams, and the father, Avalon Williams, as possessory conservators, with visitation to occur supervised by Ms. Catano or some adult that she chooses. So you could choose somebody else if you can't be there or decide not to be there. That's your right, Ms. Catano. And I'm going to require that neither parent consume alcohol or illicit substances within 24 hours, or let's do 12 hours prior to the visitation. And I'm also
Okay.
require the parents to give Ms. Catano notice at least 48 hours in advance when they want to visit.
Okay.
And I'm granting the requested visitation schedule. I'm also granting all the other relief regarding the child support and the retroactive support, recalculating the amount of retroactive support, the testimony, the retroactive support, all the start dates, as we indicated, January 1st, 2022, the amounts of the monthly payback to be as requested. I'm granting the non-disclosure that was requested of Ms. Catano's identifying information and the children's identifying information. Ms. Catano, you don't have to put your phone number out there or in the court order for the parents to contact. You can put a phone number of someone either related to you or a close friend, someone that you know would relay the message to you, and that and make sure you get a message promptly if one of these parents calls to do visitation, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So you don't have to put your phone number in the order. It will be a contact number that the parent could call. I'm waiving court costs in this matter, court cost by party incurring. Is there any other relief we need to address?
Your Honor, can a non-disclosure finding also be included for Mr. Williams' information?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'm just needing clarification on the start date for the retroactive support period. I apologize, I didn't catch that before.
I believe it's June 1st of 2019. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was it prior to the birth of the second child on the case?
No, it was
March.
March of 2019 instead of 2018.
Okay, so prior to Darnell.
March of 19.
March of 2019, after Darnell and Dolores were born.
I'm showing a date of birth of September 5th, 2019 for Darnell.
Oh.
I had him, Darnell was only 2 weeks old when Heaven lived with me. She left 3 months and I had him when he was 5 months old. So it would have been it was 2020. It couldn't have been 2020 because I've had him over 2 years now. Because he wasn't even 2 years old and he's 2 years old now.
I'm going to grant 2 years retroactive child support.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And a judgment for that.
Okay.
All right. And who's preparing the order?
I can prepare an order, Your Honor.
All right. And if you would send that to Ms. Trevino for her review and her signature as to form only.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Catano, stay in touch with Ms. Trevino and the aide office until you've got a copy of that order in your hands, all right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It
Your
will
Honor,
be about a week or two, maybe a little longer, before
Okay.
the holidays.
Yes,
Sign that order, and then anybody has the right within the next 3 business days to request a new hearing. If somebody does that, you get a new hearing in front of the district judge, and they'd start over and hear from you again. But if nobody gets the new hearing, this order starts to become final, and Ms. Trevino will have one for you, all right?
All right. Thank you so much.
Good luck to you and your entire family. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
Thank you, Ms. Trevino.